Say yeah. Don't worry, big dog. So this whole experience has taught me a lot about faith. God really ministered to me about this experience, and it has really taught me a lot about faith in terms of learning to trust God, right? Because my cousin in this instance was the one that was playing our role, right? And I was playing like Jesus' role in terms of having to trust him to like, okay, because he hit me up, he's like, yo bro, I need you to help me, I need to line up. And because he had seen me like line myself up and it was clean, well my hair's not combed right now, but so I think it was 2 weeks ago or last week, I had lined myself up and he was like, yo bro, that's so fire. And because he saw that, he trusted me to line him up today, and he was like, yo, please line me up. I was like, okay, say less, and that's just how God is and how Jesus is with us. Like whenever we ask, it tells us in Matthew 7 verse 7, Guti, it tells us to ask, ask and you shall receive, knock and it shall be given to you. So because he asked, I gave it to him, and I did, like I showed him what I was gonna do, and I was with him in every step, so that he can be reassured. Yes, I haven't tried it before. Yes, I haven't lied to someone else before, but and that's the only difference between me and Jesus. Jesus has done this. God knows what exactly he has to do, and with me it's like I had the faith that I could do it, and because I've done it before, I had a faith. It's okay, I can do it. And he just had to have faith in me. He just had to have faith in me that I could do it. You know what I'm saying? And because of the faith that he had in me, I had no reason to doubt myself as well. And that's another thing. Like when people have faith in you, you don't have, and if it gives no room for yourself to doubt in your own capabilities. So that's another importance about. That's another actually topic. About having people besides you and around you that believe that you can do it, and that translates in you already believing, because why wouldn't you? You've already done it before to yourself, and now it's that, it's just a different thing, but it's the same thing. So yeah, that really, his faith in me gave me the ability to have faith in myself and to have faith that God will guide me in doing this, and I made sure that I'm like, okay, so I started with the side. I asked him exactly how he wanted it, that's another thing. God, asked us specifically, like to be specific in our prayers. We can ask for like, Lord, please give me a job or house, whatever, but if we're not specific in our prayer or in our request, we're not going to get exactly what we want. We're going to get what he wants for us. So if he didn't say how he wanted it, I was going to give him how I think he wanted or how I think suits him, and that might not be what he wants. So being specific is very important. That's another thing I learned from that. And because it was specific, I was able to do it exactly how he wanted it to be, and he was pleased with that, and now seeing it's okay, I gave him what he wanted, but now I see, with the hair, like other hair, what do you call that? Like the ends. Oh yeah, with that I was like, okay, it's okay, it's better than what it was before, but let's take away the loose ends and make room for a nice line up and a nice overall. Not just make it nice on the sides, but make it like holistically nice. And that's what God does. In the process of purifying us, in the process of taking or reshaping us or creating us, or not even creating us, or working in us so that we can be the people that he created us to be, right? He ends up finding loose ends that we need to, take away, that he needs to take away from us. Yes, we were fine with them. Yes, he was fine with it being there, and was a bit hesitant for me to cut it off. But after convincing him You know, it's like, look, bro, this is the benefits of this. This is everything. This is, you know, and I can do this. And the reassurance after, you know, and also saying, yo, bro, it's cool. You don't have to do it now, but this is just my suggestion. That's exactly how God is with us. He tells us this is the benefits of this, and this is how I'm going to do it. This is why. And it's up to us. He's given us the biggest gift, which is the gift of choice, you know, to choose whether we're going to do it or not. Whether we're going to allow him to cut these people or not. Whether we, you know, so it's up to us whether we're going to go back where he saved us from or not, you know. And this is what was like him saying, okay, cool, you can cut the loose ends. That's another, you know, level of faith as well. Having faith in me with yo. And I was like, oh, okay, you know, and I was able to do it. And at first, because he still like was hesitant and he doubted, but he was reassured, you know. And he didn't allow the fear. He didn't allow the fear of the unknown or the fear of how it's going to turn out to hinder him from experiencing this. You know, and it's when we start walking in the faith that we have in Jesus, the faith that we have in God, that he has us, and he won't forsake us, and he won't do things to harm us. That's when we're going to see the true beauty. Because after I cut those loose ends off, and after I lined him up nicely, he saw the true beauty of the whole thing now. Not just the sides. He was already pleased, but now he was even more pleased. Like, bro, what? You know, I thought you were gonna mess me up. I was stressed. You were laughing the whole time. You know, I thought you, you know, but look at you, like, it's like your whole barber. That's exactly how we feel when God does things in us and through us and in our lives. You know, we end up saying, oh God, wow, you know, that was crazy. Like, I never thought of, you know. And it's like, that's what happens. That's what's at the other side of faith. There's beauty. There's, you know, when it says willingness plus faith is equal to exceedingly abundantly above all that we can imagine or ask for. Ephesians 3:20. Because he was willing, because my cousin was willing, and because he had faith in me, he was able to experience exceedingly abundantly above all that he ever asked me, you know, or he could ever think of. That's the same thing with us, with God. Because we are willing for him to heal us, because we are willing for him to work in us, because we are willing for him to do what he has to do, and that we have faith that it's already done, and we have faith that he can do it better than anyone else. Because of those two things, you know, we can be willing but not have faith, and that's not going to work. Or we can have faith but we're not willing, that's not going to work. But when we are willing and when we have faith, you know, willing to allow him to do it, and faith that it's already done and he will do it perfectly, that's when we're able to be fulfilled. That's when we're able to experience exceedingly abundantly above all that we can imagine. So that's what I learned, man. And that simply I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So shout out. Oh love. God bless. Thank you, Jesus. Waving to you, I'm sure it's in cards your life. Yeah, you already know. Hit me up if you need like barbering service. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Philippians 4:13. Remember that. Sponsored by God. Yes, sir. Okay. It's really, God is everywhere, bro. Jesus is really everywhere. In everything, nothing, you know. Even the prayer, bro. I literally prayed before doing it. It's like, God is everywhere. He's the answer to everything. And it seems as if it's dumb to us because we think we need a bigger explanation, but God is the biggest. God is the author of the whole universe. It doesn't get bigger than that. It doesn't get clearer than that. We think saying Jesus is the answer or God is the answer is limited, but no, it's actually unlimited. We've just boxed him. You know, we just boxed him up. We just limited God. We just limited Jesus. He's doing on the cross. So he's not the problem, we are. Our lack of faith is. So let's just have faith in Him, bro, so we can experience the true beauty of life. And yeah, man, all love, God bless. Till next time. Yes, sir. Hey, hit me up if you're trying to get a bulb.